while Chinese exports to Kenya were valued at US dollars 3.8 billion. Chinese companies in Kenya have invested immensely in critical sectors, including energy, construction, manufacturing, and telecommunication. Yesterday, I paid a visit to one of the largest investors in the technology sector in Kenya, Huawei, who are supporting our economy and supporting our tech companies in Kenya. Again, a demonstration of true friendship between two peoples, our private sector, and also those of us running the public sector. The one critical element that we want you to know is that 93% of Kenya's grid is green. And therefore, if you want a destination for green manufacturing that is equally responsible and sustainable and in harmony with our planet, then the right place to invest is in Kenya, because you get green energy and you get responsible manufacturing out of our ecosystem. It is important to emphasize that we have taken resolute measures to significantly improve the business climate and transform the operating environment for enterprises through various interventions aimed at enhancing efficiency, security, regulatory quality, and major improvements in governance, and ensure that your investments are protected.
President William Ruto has called upon investors from China to exploit available opportunities in the fields of energy, water, and housing. That was during his tour in China. In China's Engineering Limited in Beijing, as we have found his commitment towards ensuring a conducive business environment for investors.
Within a very short time, China has risen rapidly and become Kenya's leading trading partner. Last year, Kenya's exports to China amounted to 230 million US dollars, while Chinese exports to Kenya were valued at US dollars 3.8 billion. Chinese companies in Kenya have invested immensely in critical sectors, including energy, construction, manufacturing, and telecommunication. Yesterday, I paid a visit to one of the largest investors in the technology sector in Kenya, Huawei, who are supporting our economy and supporting our tech companies in Kenya. Again, a demonstration of true friendship between two peoples, our private sector, and also those of us running the public sector. The one critical element that we want you to know is that 93% of Kenya's grid is green. And therefore, if you want a destination for green manufacturing that is equally responsible and sustainable and in harmony with our planet, then the right place to invest is in Kenya, because you get green energy and you get responsible manufacturing out of our ecosystem. It is important to emphasize that we have taken resolute measures to significantly improve the business climate and transform the operating environment for enterprises through various interventions aimed at enhancing efficiency, security, regulatory quality, and major improvements in governance, and in making sure that your investments are protected.
All right, we do apologize for that mix-up. Moving on, To our next story. Now, this anxiety remains high as demolitions on a piece of land owned by East Africa Portland in Athi-River entered day 5. Now, in a notice early today, the cement company stated it has given 14 days to the occupants of the identified parcels for regulations that will facilitate them to pay and legally own the parcels they occupy. Occupants who fail to identify themselves within the 2 weeks will automatically lose the parcels they occupy, and the same issued to willing potential buyers. Now back to our top stories. Top story at this particular hour. Azimio leader Raila Odinga has called for the expansion of multipartyism in the country to enable the youth express themselves and be in positions of leadership and influence. Now speaking during the Youth African Leaders and Aspirants Forum in Nairobi, Odinga has urged the youth to stand and be counted.
So down there, nurses and doctors are going on strike because they're not being paid. Why? Because the government is not getting the money. You're blaming counties for fault which is not theirs. So the constitution is under threat. I mean, the devolution is under threat. So what am I saying therefore? I'm saying that our democracy is under siege. Our democracy is under siege because of state capture. State capture of the institutions, of the legislature, which has been completely captured. So therefore, I say that we need to unite as a people and rescue our democracy. Pass it on to our children in the bloodstream. The only way they can inherit the freedom we have known is if we fight for it, protect it, defend it, and then hand it to them with the well-fought lessons of how they in their lifetime must do the same. And if you and I don't do this, then you and I may well spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it once was like in America when men were free. Democracy and freedom are never guaranteed. they never come naturally. They have to be fought for. Because the future of this country is in your hands, I encourage you to keep your feet moving forward, and you will have no better friend and partner than yours truly.
Away from that, now the administration of Amabuko Mixed Secondary School in Masaba, South Kisii has stated that the food poisoning incident in the school has been contained and no casualties have been reported. Let's listen in.
But the situation right now, it's controlled. Actually, no casualties at the moment. All the students, they are stable and they're okay. And then even the symptoms are subsiding because some of them have gotten some medication and actually as stable have gone back to classes. So far, so good. The team, we are moving all around to the facilities where they were admitted, and we are going to ensure that they are getting the right medication, and then so that they can recover and come back to proceed with their studies.
Our medical team moved in so swiftly, and they have contained actually the situation. Some of the students have already received medication and they are back to school, and they are on with learning. A few of them are still admitted, but for me again, we are moving around to see and check on their status, but at the same time to see how they are being attended in the various facilities where they were rushed.
Tumepata habari asubuhi ya kwamba watoto wamegonjeka hapa kwa shule. Tumekuja, tumeshuhudia watoto wako salama na wanaendelea vizuri.
Sasa na hii ni mmoja kwa wale wanafunzi walipata na shida. Sasa uzuri vile nilifika nikapata ameshadhibitiwa hali. Nashukuru shule na management yake. Sasa hii imefanya shughuli mzuri kwa sababu huyo watoto wote wameshughulika, ingawa wengine wako katika shule hospitali.
Now, at least 1,500 households in Kilifi have received seeds from the Kenya Red Cross Society in partnership with Kilifi County Government, now in preparation for the El Nino rains. Kilifi Deputy Governor Flora Chebule has called on residents to make good use of the resources and ensure food security.
Red Cross tukishirikiana na county government ya Kilifi tumepeana mbegu kwa familia zaidi ya 1,500 ambapo ni mbegu tani 9 hiyo. Hii ni moja tu katika ile mikakati mingi ya kuweza kujipanga katika mambo ya El Nino. Mradi huu ambao tunapeana mbegu tuna katika mkoa wa Pwani, tunafanya katika sehemu mbili katika kaunti mbili, moja ikiwemo ni kaunti ya Kwale ambapo pia tunapeana nyumba 1,500 wakulima 1,500 na hapa Kilifi 1,500. Hii ni kuashiria tu kwamba tunajipanga katika kuweza kuhakikisha kwamba hii mvua El Nino ambayo imetarajiwa itaanza wakati wowote kuanzia sasa, ni kwamba ikiwa itakuwa ni mvua inaweza kuzalisha, basi iwe hao watu wako mbele kidogo katika kupata hizo mbegu.
Hawa wafadhili wetu Red Cross wamepeana mbegu. Kwa hivyo ni jukumu letu sisi. Nataka muangalie ile kashata ile. Pana county pale, pana Red Cross pale. Sasa mwisho ni wewe uweze kusimama kidete, uhakikishe ya kwamba mbegu hizi zinapandwa na zinaleta rutuba.
Right, let's get sportive. Now, the Victoria Cup has made a comeback since 2009, with Uganda, Zambia and Kenya scheduled to feature in the Cup as defending champions. Zimbabwe are set to miss. Now, Simbas will face off with Zambia on 1st November and later on clash against Uganda on November 5th, which will also serve as the initial leg of the Elgon Cup. Simbas will later on host Uganda in the Elgon Cup return match on Saturday, November 11th. All right, we've come to the end of this program at this particular hour. Enjoy the rest of your programming and see you later at 9 p.m. on the Bottom Line KE with more details on the stories that have been making headlines across the country today. Do have yourselves a lovely afternoon.
We value your feedback and welcome your complaints about our programming and operations. Feel free to get in touch with us